Welcome back to the next GX What If Series tournament, my friends. And Animanga is bringing you a very special one. We're trying to get it back together after that long, month plus long break from What If Series. Here we are, 25 duelists, one tournament, known as Vampire Reign. So the backdrop to this tournament is essentially, my original idea was continuing off from the Shadow Riders thing, just like a day later after the Shadow Riders thing. We got a boat of new students, fresh boat of new students that came to the academy, and then hours after that, the vampire attack began because the Mook sisters were ticked off. They got crushed so easily, really easily, I think in the same round even, of Shadow Riders. Plus, there's a new villain. There's a new real main evil that's causing this whole attack. So, but before we get into that, let's go through our 5 each characters of the paid for characters. And we're going to start with Mitchell's 5, Mitchell Slaughter's 5. So, his first character and the first new character, Adam Papillion, the father of Katie Papillion, works as a banker at the largest bank in Paris. For those of you non-French speakers. He met a werewolf dual spirit named Lycanthrope, and it became his dual spirit partner. It also gave him the power of lycanthropy. Lycanthropy? Enables him to transform into a wolfman at will. It makes perfect sense we'd have a wolfman after having all these vamps here. It just kind of fits the tone. He often duels in this wolfman form to intimidate his opponents. Well, you're really not intimidating when you're the guy from the bad guys, so not really that intimidating. Next character, Chiaki Breeze Paradox. She's going by her other name now. Mitchell wanted to change some names around. Chiaki Breeze Paradox, using the light spellcaster deck she had loaned Tiamat Chiu. That's the deck that he wanted to change for her, so I've done that, Mitchell. She is deeply saddened by the loss of her sensei, Master Miyagi, and has put her monk deck away. Tiamat comforted her as she cried, and she asked Tiamat to give her back the light spellcaster deck, then helped Tiamat build herself a deck of her own. Mitchell, there's too many Tiamats in this. It would make more sense if you just do her or, referencing her. Chiaki also inherited Miyagi's Rock Monk deck, but doesn't feel like using it right now. Interesting. And now that leads us into Tiamat Cheers. Tiamat's got a different name too, since, no more Chiyu lineage. Tiamat hadn't really known Miyagi Chiyu that long, but was still saddened by his death. She's going back to using her actual surname instead of Tiamat because she doesn't feel right about using the Chiyu surname anymore now that the man is gone. Zachary Bell and Ellen Bell round out his 5, and they both have the same lore. The two Bells. Like Tiamat, Zachary is saddened by the loss of Master Miyagi and is ditching the Miyagi surname to go back to his actual surname. His twin sister Ellen is here to comfort him, while Tiamat is clinging to Chiaki in this time of grief. Gosh, Mitchell's group, other than Adam Papillion, are just a bunch of sad sacks right now. They're just a bunch of saps. Okay, Mitchell, maybe your saps can win this tournament. I don't know. We'll see about it. All I know is I'm a little worried about Tiamat's deck, so we're going to find out about her. Next up, Serenity's 5. Serenity Wheeler comes to, I believe that's a character Mitchell created, paid for too, but Serenity's just using it, I guess. You are aware of this, right, Serenity? It's a character Mitchell paid for you, like months ago, but I can't recall what tournament. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is you want Serenity, and you're going to get it. You're going to get her. And it fits well into the lore I have planned for my characters. Comes to Duel Academy to see her friends Casey and Lexi, Feeling really good after rescuing Joey from Hiratani, even though that's a different lore, different universe. Oh, is she hopping through universes now? Joins sorry. I almost said Gen A. This isn't Forrest Gump. Joins Gen A. No, just kidding. Joins Jenny in the Roz. Genie. I got you. Genie. I know I almost messed it up again. Genie. Like Genie from Aladdin. Joins Genie in the Raw Girls dorm by defeating Dr. Crowler off screen. Genie tells her to stay clear of a little wannabe goth with a plant deck. Who could that be? Serenity agrees and offers to help find Yuma if she can. Gonna be tough in this vampire horde attack. Tay Van Lanningham. I like her, and she was the OG vampire girl in this series. Wants to protect Casey and Serenity from the evil vampires and prove that vampires can be good and not inherently all evil. You go, Tay. She's cool. Jamie Shea. Right? I think I said that right. Please tell me I said that right. Please tell me I said it right. Jamie Shea wants to make friends with all the vampires. Good luck. And offers to bake cupcakes for them. They don't like sugar. Looking forward to put garlic in them. They'll love it. Looking forward to dueling with Casey and TK after the defeat of the Shadow Riders and having fun with her lizard deck. More feel-good stuff, feel-good moments from Serenity's group. Casey Kawai. Super happy to see her friend Serenity again. Loves running around Duel Academy and the Raw Girls dorm as her personal and treats the Raw Girls dorm as her personal jungle gym. I had to reword that because that didn't sound right. Still trying with Lexi to pair Jamie and Soda together. Manages to get away from Zach. We're talking about Zach Rathrock after the Shadow Rider incident. Trying to help Tay and Vapor bring peace to the vampire race. Well, I tell you, with their new leader, he's an a-hole. So there ain't going to be any peace right now, Serenity. Good try, though. TK Douliard. I haven't seen him in a while. Frustrated that everyone other than his friends thinks his favorite archetype is a joke. Well, come on, dude. Bro, you unironically run Dark Scorpions. Come on, bro. I mean, you've done decent stuff with it, but if you're up against any kind of strong deck, it's tough to do well. I want to see him do well. It's just impossible. He sets out to help Casey, Jamie, Serenity, Tay. Sorry. Anka believes that he'll be a big help for his friends. You know what? Watch me eat my own words and watch him do well in this tournament this time. And with that drink of water, on to the next 5, which are Jamie Jim's 5, the most recent birthday boy. This is like your birthday week, isn't it? I don't know when I'm releasing this tournament. It may be next week, so you know what I mean. It was last week was your birthday week. Queen Victoria, the girl I almost always forget. But I remembered her these last 2 times. Dang it. Queen Victoria is trying to keep the vampires at bay. She knows the world is already fragile as it is. Why is this all run together? There's no periods, Jibby Jams. Because of the spirit realm merging with this world. She brought Brutus with her to the front lines to slay as many vamps as possible. Maid Luna. We got so close in that one tournament to winning with JD. Luna was confronted by Justice earlier in the day and asked if she wanted to join him in the Society of Light. Yes, the Light. That's the next tournament coming up. Next tournament, Society of Light. She politely declined. Then the vampires attacked. She has noticed that during the battle, Justice is acting weird and singing while attacking the vampires. What in the world is wrong with Justice? Well, he's singing about the hymns of the light, of course. He is being very protective of her during the fight and has saved her already a bunch. Beating back the hordes of vampires, huh? With the light. The light. Oh, excuse me. Even the light's affecting my brain, guys. This may be a light-themed tournament. Anyway, The 13th duelist, Miku. Miku was fixing her new deck when the vamps attacked. She instantly teleported to Lee, grabbed him, then teleported back to the top of the Ferris wheel. You know, her amusement park they built an island. She told Lee they were going to slap vampires as a date. They were going to destroy vampires, I'm guessing. She heard Justice sing. I just imagine them slapping them. She heard Justice singing while slaying vampires. She's glad that all the practice and lessons are paying off because, man, he can sing. Booyah! I'd like to hear Justice's singing voice. Anya. Anya, after getting defeated by Professor Nedrick, is now staying at Justice's castle. She told him that she will promise to give him all the info and is using him, but really, she was just trying to stay away from him. When the vampires attacked, she told Sky to protect the others, who was staying at the castle. When she walked out, she was a little surprised by Justice, but decided to join him in his slaying. Anya's cool like that. She's just a chill girl. Alien girl. Justice. Alright, now we get lore on him. Justice has officially joined the Society of Light. For his first mission, the leader of the Society of Light, who has not yet been fully seen, Schmaden Schmooky, told him to slay as many vampires as possible. Justice, it says Justin, but that must be a typo or something. Justice simply smiled, put on his headset, connected it to his MP3 player, and ran into the swarm of vampires. He and his dual spirit Reiko began slaying hundreds of vamps while he sings Blinded by the Light. Blinded by the light, I'm not like an ocean and a runner in the night. I didn't know you knew that song. Hey! He seemed happy while he does it almost at home while singing. Well, what? He seemed happy while he does it almost at home while singing and serving the light. What the heck is that last sentence, Jamie? Okay, that's Jamie Jam's 5. Now for Lego's 5. Lego Man's 5. Seydina, who by the way is now a vampire, kind of started the idea for this tournament. After being forced to duel Tia amidst the chaos of the Shadow Riders invasion in order to protect his fellow students, Seydina has been turned into a vampire. At the moment, his mind is hazy, and he's unable to act on his own. Instead, he's stuck following the orders of the Mook sisters, his heroic heart being suppressed until someone can help break him free. Such a sad fate. Brenda Mook, and oh my goodness, she has the longest lore of everyone. Relax. Relax, Animagi, you can do this. Okay. Let me get a drink of water. Much better. Okay. Brenda Mook. Brenda is unsure of what to think, as her mind seems to have temporarily freed itself from the dark influence that's been infecting her for some time now. And that confusion was made even greater by Tia, or Tila, whatever you want to call her, revealing to her that the two are actually vampires. Since Brenda had been completely unaware she was a vampire, Brenda seems to be a special type that's undamaged by things such as sunlight. So she's a day walker, as they would call her in Blade. Day walker. Which kept her from discovering this herself. Meanwhile, Brenda just thought Tila, was a really dedicated LARPer, and they even have another sister Brenda never knew about in the form of Camula. It's been a struggle for Brenda to work with through it all mentally. Brenda was unsure of what she even wanted to do. Help the vampire invasion? Or assist her friends from the Duel Academy in stopping her kind? This led to her thinking, what would Seydina do? The answer to that question was admittedly pretty obvious. Date Camula. No, I'm just kidding. It's really... So she doesn't know why she even bothered asking it. Brenda decided to try to fight for unity between humanity and vampires this tournament. Hoping that her sisters won't be mad at her for this choice, I'm going to tell you, they're going to be very mad. Very. Zachary Adachi. This must be your new fave, Lego. Zachary was extremely frustrated by his loss to Angela last tournament. Angela, who didn't even have him on, now that Mitchell had pointed it out. Seeing it as a total fluke and that he deserved to win that duel, he tried to call his bodyguard Sasha to have her eliminate Angela. However, Sasha refused on the grounds that taking out random children that happened to annoy Zachary isn't her job. Plus, it'd probably be more than it's worth since that girl is friends with the president's bratty daughter. Zachary reluctantly relented the assassination attempt, and instead decided to try strengthening the Adachi Yakuza family's power by recruiting vampires to work for them. Dude, that is such a mob thing to do. So scummy they'd even work with vamps. He doesn't know if they'll totally agree, but he can at least try to get them out of the way. Yeah, let me just tell you, vampires hate all humans. They don't care if you're scum or not. Brutus Stabsworth. This guy's very good. Okay. The Roman reference, of course. Brutus was given great praise by the royal family for eliminating 2 of the Shadow Riders. He doesn't even care that Zane ended up getting all the credit. This time, he's been tasked with hunting vampires alongside Queen Victoria. He intends to dutifully follow along, of course, and is very glad he finally has the chance to stab something, even if it's with the stakes and not with one of his usual blades. Lego, aka the current King of Games. By the way, King of Games title was not up for the line here, is not on the line here. It's on the line in the Society of Light tournament, though, and I will explain why later. Lee has continued searching for the Millennium Eye ever since it has disappeared, and along the way he started keeping an eye on Max, and noticed him going off on his own a lot. He tried to follow him one day into the forest, but lost track of him. Instead, he caught a brief sight of Angelica working on something, with the 3 spirit keys she had kept in order to protect them that she won from those 3 key keepers. He was about to try to get a closer look. However, Miku teleported in randomly and grabbed him. Oh, excuse me, pizza came out. Ugh. Sorry. She then brought the 2 back to the academy building where she informed Lee about the vampire situation and said they could make a date out of stopping them. Lee finds this choice odd, but is willing to roll with it. He knows he has a kind of weird girlfriend, and he loves her for it. I love you, babe, for it. So that rounds out the 5 for Lego. Now we're getting to my 5. Or, the obligatory vamps I have to have in there. Plus, one guy who's turned to a vampire, plus a brand new character I wanted to introduce. I know I introduced too many characters that don't amount to much, but we'll see. Camula Mook. After losing to a nobody as a Shadow Rider, she almost loses her soul, but is rescued by a dashing count, who she pledges her loyalty to. Just looking into his eyes mesmerizes her cold heart, if she even has one. Tila Mook, or Tia Mook, whatever you want to call her, determined to convert Brenda Mook to her side, almost watches Camula's and her souls disappear into dust. However, she also witnesses their dashing count rescue them. Who could he be? And why did he take so long to appear? He claims to be the eternal leader of the vampire race in today's time. She is more motivated than ever to plunge Duel Academy into darkness and turn everyone into vampires and convert her sister. Seydina shall help her achieve this task since he is now a mindless slave to her. Now, my first new character. Say hello to Count Sheridan. Count Sheridan, older than he can even remember. He has been watching duels and plots unfold for most likely a millennia or more. Feels disgusted by looking at his human mere mortal garbage. Thinks that the vampires are superior duelists with actual class. Na ha ha. Aims to prove it and make his move on Duel Academy. Had a run-in with Chancellor Kaiba X before the vamp attack. They discussed something. He gave a book to Kaiba X. They shook hands. And Kaiba gave him the 4 remaining spirit keys Angelica did not keep. Because obviously, since they beat back the Shadow Riders easily, they kept the keys. So they have 4, Angelica has 3, but now he gave 4 to Shadidan. His real plan is not yet revealed. However, it is seen on a ripped page. A student sees and delivers, by the way. It says he needs the souls of 10 vamps to make his plan happen. That's all that was really said on this sheet of paper. It came from this book that was handed to Kaiba X. Interesting, huh? So they traded off, they shook hands, and now we have the lore set up with the main villain. Next character, Professor Wheeler, the vamp. That's right. Joey's been turned into a vamp for this one tournament. Was excited to see a sis come into Duel Academy until he was bitten on total surprise by a vamp. His mind is hazy and possessed now. He only wants to duel and he wants blood. Being one of the top professors at Duel Academy already, the vamps have snagged quite a powerful ally. You dang right they did. I gotta see my sister, Serenity. Come here. No, I'm just got. Don't go near him. He's a vamp. His mind's possessed again. So we've had Zombie Joey, and now we've had Vampire Joey. We've just been torturing him. He's been thrown everywhere. And now for the last character and my brand new character. Say hello to Novo Young. Novo Young, brand new transfer student at Duel Academy, fresh off the boat, the same day of the vamp attack. Got here an hour before the vamp attack. Loves, 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 and idolizes the Duel Monsters era of What If series, and dreams to be taught how to properly duel by the current king of games, Lee Go. He idolizes Lee Go. He sees him as like a role model. This kid had basically no family except one aunt that raised him. And this aunt had an illness. She passed, and now he only got here through sheer determination and dueling skill. He has no money. He's a poor kid. Yeah. So, yeah. And if you're asking, he's American. Okay. Yes, somehow he's American. But anyway, dreams to be taught by the current king of games, Lee Go. Hopefully, he can get his attention with defeating some vamps. Very optimistic and doesn't let anything get him down. His catchphrase is, well, he always forgets his catchphrase. That's kind of his shtick. He always forgets his catchphrase. So there you have it, Novo Young. I think he has a pretty fun deck. I hope you guys enjoy his character. I tried to think of the best deck to use for him, but not something really OP, just something fun. We'll see if it works. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. We have 25 duelists ready to duel. Let's see if we can beat back the vampire horde and end this plot. I'm really excited. And Society of Light is the tournament after this. There will not be an ending video to this because it will be combined with the intro to the Society of Light tournament. So just remember that. We just have the intro here and then the tournament. So I hope for good results. I hope we're all satisfied with what happens. And remember to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube channel Zamzana Manga. And I shall see you for the tournament, guys. Bye.